Okay, welcome to another session in this series. In the previous session, we ended on question 177. So here we start with question number 178. Cool. The question says, each interior angle of a regular polygon is 108. How many sides has the polygon? So we know that the formula for the interior angle of a regular polygon is 180 n minus 2 all over n, right? And we've been told it is equal to 108. Okay, so we just need to find n. Okay, so when we expand this, what do we get? We get 180n minus 360 equals 108n. Okay, because how do we get this? This is the same as 108 over 1, right? So we just do a cross multiplication and then we expand. Okay, so this is what we get. Cool. So now from that we say 108n minus 180n minus 108n equals 360. Okay, so that means 72n equals 360. We can divide both sides by 72. Okay, so you cancel out, and here we have our n to be equal to, this goes here 5 times, so n is equal to 5. Okay, so it is D. Cool. Let's move on to question number 179. The question says, the interior angle of a regular polygon, let's write that down. The interior angle, the formula is 180 n minus 2 all over n is equal to what? Twice the exterior angle. What is the exterior angle? 360 over n. And they said it is what? Twice. Okay, times 2. This is what it means. Okay, so now we just need to find the value of n. Okay, so looking at this equation, you can see that n can cancel out. Okay, so we'd have n cancelled out. Okay, then we'll have 180 n minus 2 equals 360 times 2. We can divide both sides by 180. Okay, so that we can cancel this 180 right here. Cool. So we'd have n minus 2 to be equal to, and here too 180 goes into 360 twice, so we'll have 2 times 2. Okay, which is equal to 4. That means we'd have our n equals 4 plus 2, which is equal to what? 6. So the number of sides is what? 6, which is B. Cool. All right, let's move on to question 180. The question says, the exterior angles of a quadrilateral are 61, 76, x plus 10, and 2x plus 4. Cool. Okay, now find the value of what? X. Cool. Now the question says you find the value of x. How do you find the value of x? We can find the sum of these exterior angles and then we equate it to 360, because we know that 360 is what? The sum of exterior angles of a polygon. Okay, so that means the sum of all the exterior angles, 61 plus 76 plus x plus 10 plus 2x plus 45 equals what? 360. Okay, so we just need to solve this equation for x. Cool, so let's do that. We would have 3x plus 61 plus 76, that is 137. 137 plus 10 is 147. 147 plus 45, that's 192. 192 equals 360. Okay, so 36, this is 3x, not 36. So we have 3x, it's equal to 360 minus 192, which would give us what? This would give us 168. Okay, so that means 3x equals 168. You can divide both sides by 3. Okay, so 3 will cancel out, then we'll have x to be equal to 20, no, not 20, 50, 50, 56, okay, 56, which is D. Cool. If you divide this, you get 56, okay. So the value of x is 56, which is D. Okay, cool. Let's move on to question number 181. The question says you should find the value of y in diagram. Okay, so now we have been given this angle 3y and this angle 2y, and then this angle is 3y plus 12. How do you find y? Now, before we start looking for y, we can do some relations over here, okay? This angle here is the same as this angle here because what? They are vertically opposite, okay? Similarly, this angle here is the same as this angle here because what? They are vertically opposite. So we can say this angle here is what? 3y. And then this angle right here is also what? 2y. Okay? So now since we know this angle, and this angle, we can find y by what? Adding them together and equating it to 180. Because we know that the sum of the angles, the interior angles of a triangle, add up to 180. Cool? So that means 3y plus 2y plus 3y plus 12 should give us 180. Cool? So we have 8y equals 180 minus 12, which is equal to 168. Cool? So that means 8y equals 168. We can divide both sides by 8. Okay? So 8 will cancel out. Then finally, we'll have our y to be what? 21. Cool? Alright, which is what? B. Cool. Let's move on to question 182. The question says, in the diagram, N is parallel to what? PQ. Find the value of x plus y. Cool. So we just need to find x and y, then we add them together. Okay. Cool. Now, you can see that these two angles are vertically opposite. That means what? They are equal to each other. So let's write that equation first. So we have x plus 4y, which is this side, is equal to this side, 2x plus y, because 2x plus y. So from this equation, if you rewrite it and then move things, y would come here and then subtract, x will go here and subtract. So we'll find that we have 3y to be equal to what? X. Cool. So let's keep this for now. Okay. All right. Now we can do another subtraction again. This angle right here is alternate to this angle, right? Before we talk about the alternate angles, let's see if we can find this angle. Okay, we can easily find this angle to be equal to what? 180 minus this angle. Why? Because this angle right here is supplementary. Since we know this side, we can easily find this side by subtracting this from what? 180. So when we do 180 minus 110, this angle right here is what? 180 minus 110, and that will give us what? 70. Cool. Now, since we know this angle, that means we know this angle to the value of this angle, because this angle and this angle are what? They are alternate, so they'll be the same. That means we can equate this x plus 4y to what? 70. So we have x plus 4y to be equal to 70. Cool. Now, since we know that x represents 3y, then here we can just put here 3y, okay? So here, this x here, we can replace it, okay? And we say 3y plus 4y to be equal to what? 70. That means 7y equals 70. We cancel out, okay? Divide by 7 on each side. 7 will cancel out, and 7 will go here 10 times. So that means y equals what? 10. Cool. So now that we know y, we can easily find x, right? Because x equals to 3y, okay? So our x equals 3y, which is 3 times 10 equals 30. Cool. Now, since we know x and y, we can now find x plus y. So x plus y is equal to what? 10 plus 30, which would then give us 40. Okay, so our answer is 40, which is C. Cool. I think we'll have to stop here for now. In the next session, we move on to question number 183. Thank you so much for watching this session. See you again next time. Bye.